It's interesting to be a pioneer of innovative work in the Jewish world and also be thinking about legacy at the same time. But truthfully, they go hand in hand.
When Janie agreed with great generosity to help create this award in memory of her loved ones, she helped us create what Jewish communities have done for generations. Take these words, Zichronam Livracha, let their memories be a blessing, and literally be a blessing that is blessed on and on and on.
They say that a person lives until the last time you mention their name. That's sort of a Jewish principle. And so by creating this legacy award, it not only supports Lab Shul, which is a community I really believe in, but it also keeps my brother and sister-in-law's name going on. He was my big brother, he was there for me. And also my sister-in-law, Jodi. They were very present in my life.
Everywhere Janie shows up, she is bringing people together. And truly, I think she does an incredible service to the memory of her dear brother and sister-in-law, Michael and Jodi, by utilizing this fund to create more community for more people for more time on this earth.
I know Janie and really love Janie, and I know what this means to her. So it's very moving to me that this particular legacy award is going to Jesi and Aiki.
So first thing we got, we've got Jesi, who is amazing unto herself. She's got like this energy that just emanates, and so does her mom. I want to be, as rich and broad as she is able to be, because she's got the love and the support of her family. And so she's created this sort of legacy within their family, and it's so beautiful to have them as part of our community.
Jesi and Aiki, the first word I always think of them is they're creative human beings. Just creative. They're trying to create beauty in the world where it's ugly, trying to express in visual art form.
It seems so overwhelming. Legacy, what do I have to get together, materials? I said, well, what about your art? I think that for her, it's the beauty that she has put into the world, that's preserved.
So the things I love about my mom is that she's kind. She's always willing to help, always trying to find a solution, and always willing to show you something, even if you don't understand. It's trying to find ways to relate it to you so that it makes sense.
One of the things that they passed down to me were the freedom of exploration and being fully willing to deal with life head on, even if it's unconventional.
And ask questions.
Yeah, ask a lot of questions.
The legacy that Aiki and Jesi are carrying forward includes a deep love of text.
I always joke that, when the children of Israel got to the promised land in the beginning of time, right? That there were some who sat outside the gate and they were like, we're not gonna go, we like being out here. And I always felt growing up that we were the ones who sat outside the gate. And we're like, we're not gonna go in, but we're here. But when you get to a place where people are inviting and you're like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. I can come sit inside the gate. Lab Shul is like that. And we need a whole lot more of that in the world. And so once I got in, and once I was sitting inside the gate, I was like, well, I need my family. You'll see if you talk to the rest of the family, we literally sit around and talk about life and community and Torah specifically, and we were missing that. And I know my mom in particular was missing that. So after I went through Passage, I was like, Ma, you need to do this. You need to come in.
The first experience that I had was a Torah unscrolling in the park.
I remember the first time I met Aiki, it was at our Unscrolled event. And I've already known Jesi, and there was this beautiful woman there, and she says, that's my mother. And it felt like a celebrity. Oh my God, that's Jesi's mother.
So we stood and the Torah unscrolled and we held the Torah, and I started to cry. I just felt tears running down my cheeks. And I looked at Rabbi Amakai and he looked at me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm home. I just felt such a part of, I've never felt anything like that.